It's week 4 of the 2024 season, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Dolphins under the lights on Monday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Wilson. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and a couple. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Sheds off the tackle, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Still very early in the season, obviously, CD, but already key injuries that they've had to deal with.
And what's really difficult for a team is to try and maintain their focus when they feel like they've been a little bit snake-bitten. It feels like every time they turn around, another injury crops up. How do they manage to hang together, get guys to play a little bit above their heads, and make sure that they're still afloat when their starters make it back?
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's pulled in at the 32. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Dolphin football. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. Ryan Tannehill will be orchestrating the offense, the top 10 pick back in 2012.
And one of the things that has really impressed me about Ryan Tannehill has been his perseverance. Early in his career, didn't have the success that he desired. Had some injuries that slowed his development, but he kept working at his craft, and now he's a guy that I think you can put a game on his shoulders.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Tannehill. He finds his target, Beckham. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up second down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9. Let's go. 41-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The Dolphins at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far. And
tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd down and 1. In motion, Hill. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Tannehill. Throw caught by Achane. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Tannehill. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Durham Smythe, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Powering his way forward. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's...
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. 2nd and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. Play action. Now Wilson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
That's to the former Bronco, Jerry Jeudy. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Right back to Spears. Oh, look at the juke. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Inside handoff, Henry. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now
the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. Folk's kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Here's Wilson to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Russell Wilson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Jalen Waddle running out, and that means that the Dolphins ready for another drive on offense. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time.
And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Tannehill. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Off play action, Tannehill. Now to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
I have to think the sooner halftime can get here for them, the better, because that first half has been rough. And that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here we go.
To the air again, Tannehill. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Durham Smythe as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And they will take a knee here. So and we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in week 4. Second half kickoff ready to go. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Up the middle, Achane. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now it's Tannehill. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Tannehill now to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw, Tannehill. It's caught, Beckham. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A give, running right, Achane. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about...
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Now Wilson. That one's taken in by Spears. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 37-yard line. Now Wilson running left on the option. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Throwing is Wilson.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his second interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And going deep for Hill. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
The Titans offense and Russell Wilson headed back onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And this returnable for Hill.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw is Tannehill.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Make that now 4 touchdown passes for Ryan Tannehill.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Sanders on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. To throw is Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Running right, here's Achane.
And he gets it down to the 32.
69 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps, because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
From the 25, here's 2nd down and 3.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Here we go.
In motion, Hill. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Here's Wilson.
Goes right back to Smith again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson.
On the out route, he's got Burks.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Second down and 4.
Throwing again here, Wilson.
He gets it to Burks again.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Here's Wilson.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. This second and 4.
Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the Titans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's Roger McCreary with a pick. Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it, pitching a second-half shutout.
So for the Dolphins, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And fortunately for them, they'll have the early bye next week as they return to action in Week 6.